The Comedy Store would like you to know that the views and opinions expressed on this podcast are strictly those of the speakers or authors and do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by the Comedy Store and its affiliates.
Let's start it off with a titty grab. Guys, look at this. Made in South Philly.
Virginia. We have both of our shirts on. Ew,
and it says the Eagles.
Listen, I don't care about sports. I just like the way this shirt looks.
Do you? I'm kidding. Guys.
I'm going to close the door.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. Can we keep it open for sound?
I mean, you can do whatever you want, but
look,
don't we have a producer?
He didn't even close the door all the way. John, really? This is the way we're going to start
also, the air conditioner, once you shut it, that's it.
I didn't think we could leave it open. I would have left it open with the slobs earlier. I don't want to catch what they got.
Oh, I forgot the slobs were in here. I got to wipe these mics off.
Want to spray?
Those slobs were in her early.
Slobby
Guys, welcome to the Comedy Store podcast. I know I wear the Made in South Philly shirt all the time,
she has multiple.
But I don't give a shit. I'm excited to have Jade Catta-Preta.
Oh.
Did I do it right?
Yeah. Eleanor Kerrigan.
No, but remember when I used to bring you up, I'd be like, Jade, a
lot of people do that.
For some reason.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it a couple weeks ago. I was like, Jade. No, it's Jade, right? And I go in the main room and Sam Tripoli brought you up and he went, Jade Catta-Preta.
That's one of the worst sets I've ever had in my life that night.
Mean?
It
Why?
was just like a random, you know, when it just happens. You're like,
oh, yeah.
Feeling good, feeling great. You're like, I'm going to do some new material, opening the main room. It was bad.
Main room, new stuff.
No good.
Not
And how many times have I learned that so far?
But how many times do we have to have it happen where we're like, oh, that was brutal. That was stupid.
I still do it.
And we still do it.
It's like dating men.
Oh, wow.
I go back every time.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I go, well, this isn't for me. And then I go back for more. No, I'm kidding.
Same.
Dating a boy right now.
You are dating a boy right now.
Yeah.
Very nice boy. I met his dad.
Oh, yeah.
Remember?
The dads came into town.
Yeah.
We brought him to a Hollywood party. They were like, this is a Hollywood party. We were like, this is a Hollywood party. We're scared. We all got COVID from it.
Did you really?
We did. Cam and I did, but the dads didn't catch it. Their immune system is somehow better than ours.
Of course, because they did coke like people back in the
day. In the 80s, yeah. They don't have the middle part.
Yeah.
Like humans.
So it just goes right through. It doesn't get stuck and stick to anything and stay in there.
This
I
girl
like
oh, sorry.
eyeshadow.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I had my makeup done this morning, so I haven't wiped it in like 14 hours.
Why? For what?
For the show that I'm promoting. We're doing some like promotional, like streaming now.
I thought you got it for the podcast.
Yeah, we didn't even know we were going to do this shit tonight.
I know.
I did it for the slobs.
I wanted to look like a slob, so I did it for the slobs.
I love this makeup artist named Linda. She's become a really dear friend of mine. She does really fun
good.
makeup. Yeah,
Pretty.
it's cool. Yeah.
Not that you need a stitch of makeup. It's kind of annoying.
I don't need it, but I want it.
But let's talk about the show, the streaming show. What are you talking? What is this?
So it's a dating cooking competition hybrid show. It's unlike any other. So they go on dates and they have to cook these meals, like, you know, and it's a first date. So they're like trying to be cute.
Oh my God, is this because women stop cooking?
Yeah, we're like, we need women to cook again.
We got to get these bitches back in the kitchen.
This is called Women Should Be Women. Yeah, no, there's like we do all the, you know, gay on gay, gay on non-gay, whatever.
Okay.
We do all the mixes. So they're doing this date and they're cooking, but then every 15 minutes we show up with like a cloche, which I didn't know what a cloche was before. You know, when
you're gonna have to tell me.
You know those fancy when you reveal food and it's like the silver little boink like that. You ever seen those?
Oh, like rich people, like
yeah.
Okay.
So we do a little rich people cloche, and they have to eat spicy stuff basically under the cloche is like, so they have spicy challenges, 3 of them that they have to get through in order to keep cooking.
So if somebody has a heart attack, do they just stop the show?
They don't win the date. They don't win the $2,500. Sorry, that they'll then have to split, pay their managers, and get a full $5 out of it.
So this is on Hulu?
It's on Hulu, yeah.
Oh, cool.
And we shot all 10 episodes really quickly in Santa Clarita at Vasquez Rocks.
Ooh, nice.
And it was cool. One of the days was lightning. We're like, really only when we fucking shoot. Lightning in LA.
So funny.
Yeah.
And terrifying. I was driving home from here one night. It was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
And it was creepy. And I thought, I was like, oh, it's the end of the fucking world. Because nobody's out. It's 2 a.m. and the sky is just lighting up. It doesn't happen here.
It doesn't happen here. Like,
so, and then my friend called me. She's like, oh, we had a flood. And I'm like, it didn't rain here.
It rained in
West
another part of LA.
Yes,
That's the creepy part. It happens like that a lot.
What is that? I mean, I get that in Florida. I remember having that happen. Like it's pouring across the street, but it's not raining on this side. That's tropical shit. I mean, are we tropical?
We're not really tropical. We're just broken in a city. Like I've just literally the electricity's been out in Echo Park.
Yes.
For the last like 4 days. That's where I live. And it's just been like on and off, like just on and off. Like just we don't know when it's coming on, when it's coming off.
So
there's like dead rats on the street. I'm like, oh, they're coming up from above. I think I'm going to get a radiator. Like just have my own radiator that I can hook up my fridge to. Like that's a Virginia thing for sure.
Radiator.
Yeah, you got your own power. Like in case there's already some people that have it because they're scared of like zombies coming and stuff.
Right.
But now I'm like, I just want to be able to curl my hair when the lights are out.
Rats are coming at people, and you're like, guys.
But yeah, literally.
I need a wave.
But you don't understand how much you need electricity until you don't have it. And you're like, oh shit,
100%.
I need everything. I'm useless.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I can deal with it. And then
my clothes were wrinkly. I was like, I don't know, my OCD can't handle this. Couldn't use a straightening iron.
Nothing. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I had just gone grocery shopping, of course. So I was like, oh, everything's going to go bad. And I'm so like, that's my biggest thing. I hate wasting food. I eat leftovers for like 5 days.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm like,
me
why?
too. My family has gotten bougie and they do not eat leftovers. I have no idea.
All 10 of them?
Well, I guess I can't say all 10 of them.
But a lot.
But I have two brothers that stay with my mom because she's elder, And so my mom always made us eat leftovers, but my mom doesn't cook anymore. So they're in charge kind of.
So now they're like, we did this already our whole life.
Yeah, so
it's our turn.
We're not doing that.
The trauma stayed with us.
Ew.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why didn't anybody eat the rest of this chicken cutlet, or whatever? And
it makes me so mad.
Oh yeah, I don't eat leftovers.
Pouring food into the trash hurts my soul.
I'm
brutal.
Like,
yeah.
Because I grew up with whatever you had. I mean, we usually didn't even have leftovers because there were so many.
Because everybody be fighting for it. So, what was the main thing that everybody fought for food-wise at your house? Like, what would only exist for 2 seconds?
Oh man,
like pizza pocket, like kid snacks, or was there something specific?
No, we never had pizza pockets. I never heard of that.
Pizza pockets, you never had?
I mean,
pizza pillows?
Yeah, I don't think. No, we didn't have those.
Did you have the little tiny pizzas?
No, we would just order a pizza.
What about pizza bagels? Like pizza in the morning, pizza. Never?
No.
When pizza's on a bagel.
I don't know. I remember getting pizza bagels at the corner store, but I don't think we ever had them.
Wow. So your mom like healthier and she cooked and it was like
she really cooked, but like she made shit and like it was like we had what we had. She would go grocery shopping on a Monday or a Sunday rather, and everything would be gone by Tuesday. So I was like, I don't know how we're getting.
Your poor mom. Oh my God. I barely shop for myself. I hate it.
When we were little, we would fight over cereal, of course. That was a big one.
Yes, fancy cereal.
And my mom was she. We didn't have money, but she always bought shit that like my other friends would have their cereal in a bag with like a weird name on it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how come you didn't get Frosted Flakes?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's too expensive. I'm like, Mom, how come we get Frosted Flakes? And then my tuition's not paid.
He's like,
and she's like,
you spending all the money on the cereal? I look at cereal now and I'm like, $7. I feel I'm like, this is too expensive for me.
But she would buy, we would get the good stuff. My mom never. She goes, I must have been rich in a past life because she never
treat yourself. Have these frosted. Treat yourself, sweetheart.
And then we all had jobs. Like I always had a job.
Me too.
Since 4th grade, I never not.
Isn't that funny? Because my boyfriend doesn't have that thing. He doesn't have like that same poor trauma. So he doesn't he'll just order in even though there's food that he can make. Like I'll make every pantry item. Like I'm making can of tuna with rice and stuff. He's like, you don't have to do this. I'm like, no, I have to.
Everything has to be used.
Yeah, everything is. Maybe it's an OCD thing more than a poor trauma, but
I've gotten a little better. Like I'll buy food. I'll go grocery shopping and then order something.
Wow, you're living on the edge.
I'm my mama's daughter.
You're like, it's that mom and me.
Because they would shut our electricity off and she'd be like, all right, who wants steak? And I'm like, we don't have lights.
So funny, though.
That's how she was.
That's so funny.
She don't care. Yeah. She don't shop anymore.
Yeah, my mom's like, she's not cooking anymore. I come home and she's anything you want. I'm like, just that one meal you used to make for me. She's like, no.
My mom had knee surgery, and so we took her to rehab.
Yeah.
And so she's in rehab, and I'm recording her because I want her to see her progression, right? And so she was doing really well, and I go, Mom, that's awesome. And she goes, Are you recording me? I go, Yeah. And she goes, Don't do that. So I go, All right, I'll turn it off. Yeah. So then I put it back up, and she said to the personal trainer or physical therapist, she goes, she goes, I want to get better, like be able to walk, but I don't want them to want me to cook. I'm like, Mom, are you kidding?
They're done.
I go, Mom, I recorded it.
They're done.
I sent it to everybody.
Tell the whole family, guess what? She's not your mom anymore,
She
sweetheart.
doesn't cook. She won't cook.
Yeah, my mom won't cook either. It's just I think she just burnt out. Like, but she was such a mom. Like, she did
Same.
thongs folded and pressed in a little stack, like, and there would be like vegetables and fruit cut all the time. And I didn't really understand how much work it was just keep everything tidy, and
amazing.
it's incredible. And now she's like, you got it. Order us pizza.
Yeah, I don't have kids because I'm not doing any of that shit.
See, I'm scared to have kids because I'm in the mood now where I'm like, I want it. I think about it a lot. Yeah, and we've been thinking, Cam really wants them.
The clock is really ticking. I don't think I got a clock.
I know your clock's somewhere lost.
What if it comes up in like my 70s?
You might, and then you adopt, Then you pull a Madonna. Yeah, that's when you adopt. I want to adopt.
Did you say pull a Madonna?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't she have kids when she was younger?
Yeah, but then she adopted a bunch of kids when she was older. Yeah, because she was like already in her 50s.
She doesn't have any friends, so she was like.
I want to hang out with Madonna. I want to film her weird videos in her bathroom with a light. I'll eat
all that weird food she eats.
Wait, what weird food?
Doesn't she eat like micro? I forgot what.
Oh, like raw diet,
like weird shit. Yeah,
I like that kind of shit.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, I'm like I tried being vegan, like mostly, but then on the weekends I cheat. So I hate being like I'm vegan when I'm like eating meat on the weekends when nobody's looking. But I eat pretty healthy during the week.
Ugh.
It's kind of boring. I kind of eat like a weird robot.
Good for you. That's why you look amazing.
No, it's my training. I pump.
By the way, look at this.
How did you get that?
Who gets a bruise here?
That's a weird. Did you run into a? What did you do?
I don't know.
I have a lot of those.
Am I elderly
phantom bruises
now?
Yeah, my legs are like that. Like I bump into stuff, I'm just covered in bruises.
I get.
That's a weird
That's high.
one. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
You would feel it or see it. I have peripheral vision.
And it's also like a pretty dark one too. Like that's a deep one. Did someone grab you?
I can think of is no. I had my mom always says it's a lazy man's load, but like I'll grab all my bags like from the grocery store or from
like that.
Whatever. And yesterday I had bottled water in this bag and it was pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Water and lemonade. And when it slipped and maybe it hit right there.
That's it, Eleanor. The mystery's over.
Hit here. I thought it hit here.
It's like that game when you play like this.
It must have pinched.
Have you ever played that game?
What?
You close your eyes and somebody goes like this. And when you get to the bend, you have to tell them to stop. But it's never at the bend. I'm going to do it to you.
No, please don't.
Why?
Because I don't know what I'm scared of you.
No, it's nothing. It's like not even a thing.
Jade, this is some voodoo shit.
Close your eyes.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, close your eyes.
Okay, I won't.
So
Let me sit on my hand because I'll hit somebody.
Don't bend your arm right now, but you know where the bend is, right? That spot?
Yeah.
You got to tell me to stop. Okay?
Jade, I'm going to freak out right now. I'm already ticklish. I'm already.
Okay, so you just got to tell me when to stop. Exactly in the spot.
Okay. Yeah, bend.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I know where the fucking.
You didn't get the bend. That's the whole point. You can't feel that part. It's like a weird thing. So that's why.
Get out. It was in the bend.
No, it wasn't. It was above the bend.
What the fuck?
I have it on camera. I have it.
You didn't get it because you were blocking it.
Was I really blocking your camera?
Your whole ass
How
was
dare
in there.
you? You know
Look
I
at
know how
that
to find
vein,
my
by the
light.
way. I got to start shooting up. Look how good it comes out.
When I go to give blood, the girl's like, "Yeah, daddy." I'm like, "Let's go."
They don't even use the.
I'm kidding. I can't give blood. I'm too thin.
Anemic. Samesies.
Lowsies, yeah.
I thought you were looking at my scar. I got nervous.
What is that from?
I'm not suicidal. I mean, I am, but
But you wouldn't cut yourself. Yeah, you're too vain.
Plus, I missed and went the wrong way.
Yeah, you're supposed to. What was the movie that we all learned it from? Was it The Craft? Was it Craft?
No, I think it was just a friend of mine did it wrong, and
Joanna.
it was The Craft. I never saw that. Jade, listen.
We have to have one day together.
I've never had
that would be
bagel
funny.
bites, and is that the right word?
Yeah.
Bagel bite. I remember the commercial.
I make you do a bunch of shit with me. That's hilarious. I take you to yoga,
I
all the
remember,
weird.
not pizza pockets, but there were like egg roll things, spring rolls, kind of things. And I don't eat stuff like that. So
Like fried stuff? You don't eat any fried stuff?
I do like fried stuff, but I eat like 4 things, and none of them are that.
Wait, what are your 4? Like, tell me about this Eleanor diet.
Pasta.
But like any kind, or do you like red sauce?
Now you're switching to gravy. I mean marinara. So
I see. Fettuccine is not welcome here.
no.
Okay. It's the only one tomato
I like
sauce really
fettuccine sometimes.
But you like red sauce, like meat
Marinara.
sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, meat sauce, bolognese, like things like that, but not but I eat like a 4th grader.
Okay, so that's one. And then what's the other? Chicken tenders?
No, I don't even like those.
Mozzarella sticks.
No.
No, you don't like fried stuff. Okay, so
I don't eat mozzarella sticks anymore. I used to.
I want to guess these because it's only 3 more things that you really eat every day. So do you do like chicken and rice?
No, I don't eat rice.
You don't touch rice?
I've never had rice.
That's so weird. What do you mean you never had this? What about sushi?
I don't eat any seafood.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
Guys, we've been through this before.
I love
Swedish
this.
fish, pasta.
Oh, those are. We got the 4th. We got the 3rd. The 3rd is Swedish fish.
Fruit.
Fruit.
Like,
Okay.
Not a lot of it, but
Like cantaloupe. You go on white fruits.
I like cantaloupe.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
My mom used to cut it like in a little smile.
With a smile.
face, and she would show it.
That is the whitest fruit. That's so
And it
funny.
would just be all down my arm.
And you'd be like, thanks, Mom.
Honeydew.
Yeah.
Sickler gets mad at me because I like honeydew.
Yeah, those are
And I'm like,
the grossest. Those are the whitest, most bleached fruits you can get.
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, so
Because I feel like out of all the fruits, it's like it doesn't have a lot of flavor. It's like you wrap meat around it. That's what Italians eat.
So much flavor.
It's hard to come by a honeydew that's pretty sweet. I feel like it's hard. Like
I think
most
you're
of them are
wrong.
pretty white. We have a honeydew off where we chop a bunch off.
And we make Sickler eat them all.
I love that.
But I mean, I like, of course, all the berries,
Right.
blackberries. I did not start eating blackberries till a couple years ago, though.
Oh, how progressive of you.
I feel like an adult. Guys, I had a raspberry.
Is there, so you won't touch seafood?
No,
you won't,
nothing out of the sea.
nothing
At all.
Why is it? Because it's fucking gross. Obviously it is. But I'm
100%.
addicted. I love seafood. I won't do it in a lot of places, but I'll do it like near the ocean. You know what I mean? Like if I'm in a
love when I
town.
see people buy stuff at the gas station.
Oh my God. At the grocery store even. I'm like people that eat sushi at the airports. What are you doing, bro? This is a public service announcement. Hey, you find yourself walking. Yeah.
doing?
No, you start it. Go ahead.
What? Wait.
This public service announcement for people not eating seafood at the
First
airport.
of all, not just at the airports. You shouldn't be eating any food from the sea. It's disgusting.
I don't fully agree with that. We're not on the same page on this
Okay, I'm sorry.
commercial, but I feel like, but it's true. We're destroying the world too by eating seafood. It's like so bad.
What?
Yeah, we're just every time we fish, commercial fishing
I thought
scrapes.
I was an overthinker until right at this moment. Like who?
I watched a documentary. I fucked up. I was on mushrooms. I thought this would be fun.
And you
then
remembered what it was?
Oh, you don't like black out when you do mushrooms.
Honey, I don't do mushroom. I don't even
my
eat
God.
mushroom.
I just want us to do mushrooms and eat just like a thing of shrimp. Just fucking.
Probably if I got high, I would only eat seafood. Like you just
Right.
catch me in the ocean where I come up and I got a fish in
In
my
your
mouth.
mouth?
And I'm like, fuck yeah.
Oh, weed really changed Eleanor.
But mushrooms is like psychedelic.
Psychedelic mushrooms, yeah, but I love regular ones too. But yeah, I love psychedelic
Ew.
mushrooms. Oh, I love. You know what I've been getting into that you'll hate? Foraging. Where you go in the woods with a little basket. You got a little basket and a little knife, and
You're going to get raped. You stay out of the
I got a
fucking
knife.
woods.
I got a knife.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's a tiny
You
knife.
could cut an apple. That's
Yeah,
it.
I get stabbed in my real quick. I go for the eyes.
Stay out of the fucking woods. A bear's going to get you.
That would be hilarious if that's the way I go. At least I go that
So you
way.
go into the woods, like Little
Go into
Red
the woods.
Riding Hood.
Yeah, like no. And then you identify the mushroom. You find the tree first because you know which mushrooms grow on which trees.
Oh, so you're going in to get drugs.
No. Edible mushrooms that are not psychedelic. They're just for food. We need to have a podcast together.
I
Are
don't
you guys
understand
feeling
what's
this?
happening. Is she kidding?
I'm not joking.
So
people do this.
You know that they have supermarkets, right?
What's the fun?
Some other asshole goes out in the woods
Yeah.
and finds the mushroom.
I'm really into mycology.
Do you get a pig and find truffles?
I would love to find truffles. That would be sick.
That's
to find like
tough,
fresh.
right?
Yeah, it's hard because they're under. You have to kind of know where to look. And they don't grow in LA.
I accidentally bought potato chips that were in truffle oil.
I know exactly which ones you're talking. I love them. I love those.
That was so gross. I threw a whole bag away. I had no
Those
problem.
are expensive. They're like $7.
I know. I had no problem throwing those away. I was like, fuck this shit. That's
I
the worst
love
thing
it.
I've ever
I have a
tasted.
friend who hates the smell of truffle, even near anywhere. He's like, oh.
But I didn't know. I mean, I've heard of it, but I don't think about it. And then one time I thought it was chocolate. Is that wrong?
I mean, they put chocolate truffle. Like a chocolate truffle. They do that. That's like a different thing. Yeah, that's not a. It's the same
not a
word.
mushroom.
No, it's not the same thing. It's just the shape of the chocolate. I don't think it's actually a truffle. They just go like chocolate truffle. I think it just means it's like there's something inside of it.
Because I'll pretty much eat anything chocolate.
So that's the sweet spot. So if it's in chocolate, you'll eat it.
Anything sweet, sugar,
Yeah.
I'm like Elf, the 4 major, you know, candy.
Like a 14-year-old boy. Yeah.
Candy.
What about, would you eat ever like a bug covered in chocolate?
No.
Like
Now you're crazy. That's the Brooklyn weird New York shit.
I like weird shit.
You would do it?
Yeah, I would experience everything once. Like the one thing I probably wouldn't do is a cockroach. I can't even fucking look at. That's my one. I have a weird spot and dead animals. I can't handle it. Like, you see one on the road.
Covered ferret. Would you eat it?
A ferret.
Don't know why.
That's a lot of meat.
It's a lot of chocolate.
A lot of
Look at the
chocolate.
tail.
I was thinking more like a grasshopper or like, the tiny.
I don't like them either. No, don't eat that.
Don't eat that. I don't like them cockroaches.
Don't eat that.
You're so much like my friend Sam McCurdy. Shout out. She's from Philly.
Hi, Sam.
Her mom makes the best arugula salad.
Arugula. Where is
Arugula.
she from?
I don't know specifically, but
That was the best in My Blue Heaven. Did you ever see that movie?
no.
See, I watch movies that are just really stupid.
Is it just Philly movies? That's all you watch?
It's not Philly, but it's a mockery about the crime boss, a crime family.
Oh, yeah. I love that. That's a good idea. Yeah.
He has to go in a witness protection program.
Yeah.
And of course, where they put him, it's Steve Martin. It's hilarious. It's called My Blue Heaven. And he steals all this meat, like he prices it down 12 cents.
Yeah.
And he steals all this shit. And then when he's leaving, because they're in this like part of America that's so like trusting and
Right.
And when he's leaving, the manager goes, "Excuse me, sir," and he's like, "Yes," because he's trying to think of like how he's gonna lie about.
Right.
And he goes, "How was your? Can you let us know how your experience was today? If there's anything we're missing, let us know." It's just like that happy-go-lucky. And then he's walking out all tough, and he goes, "Arugula." Arugula. It's so stupid, but it always makes me laugh.
I would
like,
love it.
I didn't really know what arugula was, but all my friends always talked about there's too much arugula.
That's hilarious.
But I didn't know what it was. I didn't eat salad till I was like 30.
That's funny. Do you talk about that? That's a funny line. You got to write that down.
I wouldn't talk about that on stage because I don't want to bore an audience.
Hilarious.
Who gives a fuck what you eat on
Arugula. That's funny. I didn't eat arugula until I was 30. That's fucking
I didn't eat arugula until I
hilarious.
was probably 40.
I didn't eat salad until I was 30. I would laugh at just that. That's so funny. What do you
really
mean?
Didn't.
What do you mean? That's all I ate. We were like addicted to salads at home. My mom would make these like epic salads.
Really?
We were always like veggie and fruit kids.
Yeah, we did not
Brazil
have that. Brazilian. See,
Yeah.
that's why you guys got the hot bodies. We're Irish, so we just
Somewhere.
we boil it. We
You
wait
just
for
bruise
the flavor
real
to
easily.
leave, and then we eat it.
Add salt to it. And then it's good to go.
A little butter, a little Irish butter, and I don't know. Why
I
I'm
miss
talking
butter.
about that.
I miss butter.
You don't do butter?
I don't do butter really. If I eat out, I'll do
Very
butter.
rare.
Very
I do butter,
rare.
too.
I'll do a little ghee, a little Indian butter. It's like a cheap butter you can do if you're vegan.
Ghee?
Ghee. Ghee.
I feel like I just watched
Indian butter. It's cool. It's like the consistency is different. It's like really like slimy and it tastes just like butter.
Not selling it.
It's super slimy.
Do you want to eat slime
Yeah.
on your focaccia?
You know what
bread?
tastes good?
Just kidding.
Slime.
Yeah, no, I'm not a good eater, and everyone knows.
So you
it.
love the road. We were just talking about how we hate the food on the road. That's all. Chicken,
Perfect.
spaghetti, menu for you.
Pizza. I haven't been eating as much pizza. You know
Yeah.
why? Because touring with Dice, no matter where we are, he eats worse than me. worse. The only thing different I do is peanut butter and jelly, and the only thing he does different is he'll eat salmon, and I'm like, ooh, fear factor.
Salmon's good.
I wouldn't eat that.
No, but salmon at a comedy place, like, think again.
No.
Yeah.
At a real place.
Yeah.
He would never.
Yeah.
And if we do, like, we'd do steak and stuff like that, like nice restaurants.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if we just fly in somewhere and there's nothing, and then we'll be like, oh, there's DoorDash. You could get, this,
Right.
this. And then it's all these options. And he's like, pizza. But it's been so much that I'm like, no fucking pizza.
We
Forget
can't do it.
pizza.
Yeah.
So McDonald's and pizza, he got me off of.
Oh, my God. Yeah, get off the McDonald's train. I don't even buy water
Been
there.
a long time.
Yeah. I don't even support it.
Wait.
Literally.
I don't buy what they
I don't
sell
even buy
water at McDonald's.
They do.
Dasani?
So when I was in, the worst
it's
water.
Coca-Cola. Yeah.
When I was in college, I did like a sociology class, and we took a tour of McDonald's. Like, I don't even know what it was. Like, I don't even know what it was. Warehouse or like, and they were making the food, and I saw the weird like pink thing, and like I saw all the
good
weird.
meat.
I saw the weird shit, and it
You saw
messed
behind
me
the
up.
curtain?
Yeah, it messed me up.
Ooh.
And I just stopped like out of like anger and like I'm in college and I'm like,
Maybe that's what happened. I didn't do that. Go to college. So
that's when all the food stuff started to happen. That's when you try all the different
that's when you
foods.
start learning, like, you guys are lying.
Yeah. And you're like, wait a minute.
So I
just
just
learned
stayed
this
with
at
it.
30.
I just stayed with it. I was
School
like,
of hard
I'm not a quitter.
knocks. I'm not a quitter. I'm going to eat this fast food until I die.
And everybody told me, but I didn't care.
If you like it, it's like nobody's going to tell me to do something
Yeah.
until I want to do it. I'm not going to stop. You know what I mean? Like people are like, you got to smoke less weed. I'm like, I'll try.
But yeah, you do weed, you do mushrooms. That's
But I don't
good.
drink. I'm not a big drinker. I'll have like, if I do 2 drinks, I'm
A wine.
wasted.
Yeah. Are you a wine person?
No, I'm more of like, I like an Aperol spritz.
Okay, so up
Good
next
night.
on What the Fuck Was She Saying? What?
Come on.
Aperol Spritz?
Yeah, Aperol spritz. It's champagne, soda water, and a little Aperol, which is a aperitif, which is like an after dinner thing that you have. They're part of like a
Almost like a port, like a wine?
it's like a sweet. It's an orange liqueur basically, and it's like a little orange liqueur, champagne, and soda water.
Wow. And she said she was poor. Okay. Anyway.
I won't spend money on that, but I'll spend $18 on one drink.
Apropos or whatever the fuck you
Aperol.
called it. Aperol.
We should do a thing where we like Freaky Friday. It would be hilarious.
No, I don't want
Oh my
to
God, she would have to go to like Zumba and shit. Can you imagine?
Well, I love
Eleanor living
Zumba.
my life. Yeah.
I'm not good at it, but I do it.
I bet you're good at it.
my niece, I would go with her, and she's a dancer. And
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, Anna,
I fucking
I'm going
love it.
over there."
I love, oh yeah, like you can stand
I'm the
over here.
worst.
It really bothers me when people are in my rhythm, like ruin my rhythm, and they're
I
in my
always
peripheral.
stay in the back.
I'm like, get off of my fucking peripheral.
I admire people that can do it. Like, stay with it. I'll stay in the back because I like the idea of it, but I'm not a person that could follow. Were you a dancer?
Yeah, I did ballet for 14 years, but I was never like good. I was like, okay. I made people laugh in class,
But you,
you know?
okay.
I'd be like, oh, and be like, oh, that's funny. Like, but then it would be like time to actually do this stuff. And I'd be like, oh, I didn't learn this. I was busy making jokes. I was never like super, super good, but I was really passionate about it. And I did it for a long, long time. Like I studied point I was like on point for 2 years.
Wow.
It was my minor. Dance was my minor that I'm still paying
Shut
off.
the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I went to school for musical theater. That's what I wanted to do.
I kind of wanted to do that too, but I didn't go
It's not
to
too
school
late.
for it.
It's not too late. Should we?
Yeah. What do you want to sing? Who do you
Right
want to
now?
be?
No, I'm not ready. I pull out a mic.
Who do you want? Yeah, and you just go into it. and
Where
it's
did you go into?
What? Yeah, why are we singing? No, I really did want to be a musical theater.
Why
for
not
sure.
now? Too late? You did wrestling. It's all kind of the same thing, like
You
theatrical.
did wrestling.
Yeah, it's the same shit as musical
and
theater.
Why not? It's exactly the same.
I'm gonna go with that, and I'm gonna
I'm
stick
going
to
to say
it.
this. A drop kick on a high note would be amazing. Like coming in, like that.
Liking, how good would that
killer.
feel?
Yeah.
When I sing on stage, it makes me horny.
I do
literally.
not like singing on stage. I will stand by it. But what?
I know you
what
hate
do
it.
Mean?
Like because I do these songs now.
Oh, the parodies. Don't
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
it's not a parody. It's not
Okay.
like a song that sounds like another. I'm not like Weird Al-ing it. Okay. But I do write original songs with original music composed by somebody else.
And you sing it on stage?
I sing it on stage. My special, I have 10 songs with a full band.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's cool.
Ish.
But
I mean, it's
arugula.
Arugula. So you call comedic songs or
yeah, the songs are comedic, like, but they're like actually good. Like they'll get stuck in your head and stuff, and you're like, whoa, I'm singing about like, and they're all different genres.
Special you just did?
No, another one that I'm getting out. This first one that I'm coming out August 28th. Wow, I just had a brain aneurysm. This one that I'm dropping August 28th.
I hate that.
I'm like, good. Is I do 3 songs in it, but with a backtrack, like where I was like, hit it. Because I can afford a band,
right?
You know, so I was like, hit it, and I did the songs, and it was in Philly, so people were like,
say, didn't you do it at Helium?
Yeah,
they were like,
what is it? Yeah, they're like, I'm fucking stuck here. The Eagles had just won; they're all wasted. Like, yeah, good for you, sweetheart. It was an experience, but I was so memorized. You know, when you're just doing it over and over, like,
yeah, you say the Eagles have just won. You mean the Super Bowl, or you mean because that was a while ago?
Oh, maybe it was a different team.
Game.
Just that game, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe it was a different team. Okay,
look,
see, here's
what food is to you. Where food is to you. Sports. Yeah. What are we talking about? What is this? I don't have time. There's a lot of RuPaul's Drag Race on TV that I have to watch.
I like that. I like that.
Good.
I don't watch it like that.
Yeah.
Like some people, when I hear people
Kevin
talk
Christie.
about it, Kevin Christie, and people will surprise you and come up like. And you're like, you watch RuPaul's, like Kevin Christie's one, but then you'll hear other people just go on about it.
They're so talented.
Yeah, one of my brothers watches it and he'll go on about it with
really?
My niece. Yeah, it's hilarious.
There's one Monet Exchange. Mm-hmm. They had to do a talent show the other day.
Okay.
And Jinx Monsoon won. I hate to spoil it, but it's been a week. She's amazing.
Catch Up.
Catch Up. It's been on TV. But they do like this talent show, and Monet Exchange had sang on the show before, so everyone's like, "Good luck, bitch." But she went to school for opera, and then she comes out and does this like bass, like
yeah.
I mean, she's a black man, you know what I mean? So, and it was the most beautiful.
Hold on, did you just say she's a black man?
Yeah, this drag queen is a black man.
Okay,
in her truest form or her non-drag form. She's a black man, and so it was just incredible seeing this like black man do opera, but in full, this like beautiful drag. It's so cool to see that, like, it's all coming together for them now. They all can just be themselves, but in drag. Like, that wasn't a thing before.
My niece did her thesis on drag in Philadelphia.
No way.
Yeah, she was obsessed with it. And she was doing makeup for them, and then she would do shows, and she's getting married Halloween. So we were all hoping that it was going to be a drag wedding.
That would be amazing.
Literally, my brother Jimmy, who was like, I got a hat I want to wear. I was like, that's so funny.
I'm not going to get to wear this hat anywhere else.
Like, you know, Jimmy's like your uncomfortably hetero guy, like, you know, like, and he's like, oh, that word, I forgot. Yeah. And so,
hetero's fine.
Yeah. But he was all excited. He's like, I'll dress as a girl. I don't care. Like, he was excited.
Oh, like if ever all the guests had to be in drag, I might steal that.
I think it would be a fun thing.
Hilarious.
I mean, it might be hard for people.
Well, Halloween's already a lot to ask. It's like, I got to dress up?
Yeah,
what is this?
but it's fun.
It is fun. But I don't like, it's hard when people do it on major holidays. Like, that's hard sometimes, depending on the people. Like, if somebody does it like on a New Year's or like a...
Oh, yeah. Well, see, Halloween kind of lost its luster because people are afraid to go to people's houses. Like, where I grew up, like my mom still lives in the same row home. My brother lives up the street.
What's row home?
Oh, well, let me explain it in the gentrified way.
Yeah.
Townhouses, but it's not a
townhouse.
Like they always go, oh, do you want to sell your townhouse? I'm like, this is a row home.
Row home. So they're like
when you say townhouse, we know you don't belong.
I know what you mean. Okay, so
they're all connected.
Yeah.
But townhouses are a little nicer, and there's usually 2 connected, and then they're separated, and then they're usually that's my experience with the few townhouses that I've
like that you're explaining yourself like people are going to get angry. This is
no, but that's why we call them row home, because it's literally a whole block.
It's like
all connected.
Wow.
Yeah. So there is no space in between. It's just an alley. Like
here in LA, those are $2 million.
By the way,
literally.
My mom, I think she paid $7,500 for this house, and now they're going for $300,000.
That's insane.
And she put work into it.
And that's
like,
cheap. Yeah. Like,
And there's
that
a
is
tiny
insane.
backyard. It's a little cement backyard, and the city was trying to make that area look nice because we're close to where the Eagles play, the
Right.
sports complex. So they were like, "Hey, we'll put a tree in front of your house for free." And my mom's like, "Okay." Now she thinks she's in the suburbs because this weird fucking tree.
It's not
flies
even
around.
all the way grown yet.
People can't eat. They have the duck under it when they walk by. Everybody
Luxury.
hates it. She's like, "Look how pretty.
Look
my
at
tree
this.
is."
I'm Martha Stewart.
My grandma was like, "Wow, you've got
a tree. It's so funny what's impressive to us immigrants because, it's a big deal to have a yard in itself. Like to even
sure.
own a home. Like I went through seeing my parents struggle so much. They still struggle
Yeah.
with this house that they haven't paid off and they're so close to pay, like all I want to do is.
You know what? Do they have a nice house? Or?
It's nice. Yeah. It's gone through a lot of changes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Since we've been there, like we got there, the carpet was pretty ssimilar to the carpet here.
The walls were like
The
this.
walls were like this, creepy as fuck.
Did they put the tablecloth?
Yeah, we actually, what my dad did? I'll tell you this. So upstairs, there's a dining room that connects to the basement downstairs. He put a hole in the ground himself.
Okay.
Okay, because he decided he's going to put in spiraling staircase, like a spiraling.
hysterical.
But he ordered it. He's like, it's Italian. I'm like, it's from Amazon. And I'm sorry, Dad, I'm making fun of you. You're going to listen to this because you love Eleanor. But now there's just a hole in the
Dad,
ground.
I got your back.
Yeah. Now there's just a hole in the ground, and they have like Dexter style plastic
That's amazing.
coming from the other room to prevent people to come in. But it's been years now that the hole's there. He's busy. He's like, he doesn't have time to put in a
great.
staircase. So every year I'm like, please let me buy a contractor to do this. Like I'm doing it myself. But so yeah, there's
That's
just a
a real
hole.
man. I'm gonna tell you that.
I'll let you have that.
Yeah.
But it
I mean,
was
that's what they
convenient
do.
when we were moving stuff out of the basement. We would just go through the hole.
Do it yourself.
Yeah,
Incredible. Well,
not.
my mom did pay off her row home.
that's beautiful.
I know, and this was like, I want to say it was like 10 years ago, maybe 8 years ago, and she goes, "Oh, I made my last mortgage payment," and I go, "Mom, that's a big deal," and she goes, "Oh, don't get excited. It took me 54 years." Oh my god!
Oh my God, I'm still paying off my student loan, so I
know,
feel
but she
her.
would remortgage it. That
Of- you have to.
$7,500 got remortgaged so many times.
That she had to pay
That-
so much.
Exactly. So she
But it's like-
probably paid $300,000.
It's like, why buy a home? Yeah, like, why even buy a home at
Poor
this point?
thing.
Doesn't it feel like you're just going to be paying it off forever and be like a weird
Yeah, but
slave
I
to the
mean,
mortgage? Like,
I'm not a money person,
yeah.
Avi, and I'm not a food or money person. I don't know what I am. I guess I'm an
Yeah, what-
athlete. I'm an athlete.
I'm an athlete. I love
I'm
sports.
an athlete who can sing, I guess. It'd be hilarious.
That's your musical?
Yes, me and
I love sports. Okay.
me and Pat have, my football pads, wearing
With a
my
skirt,
cup.
though?
I got my cup,
Hilarious.
to keep my balls high so I can hit the higher notes. No, but anyway, so I forgot what I was going to say.
It took her 75 years to pay off
No,
the
but we're
row
talking about
home.
something
And then we moved on. You're not a money
Oh,
person.
I'm not a money person, but they say
I was
like,
listening.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Buy a house, then like stay in it for a year, pay, and then rent it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of things people are saying. Like if you can afford.
But then where do you go?
Right,
Like, you mean like rent the second room or like rent the back, like
no,
income
they
property?
say rent the property, whatever it is, or like I was watching this guy. He bought like 4 units, right? And then he lives in one and he rents.
Yeah,
the
that's
other
like an
3.
income property. Yeah.
That's
So
impressive.
that's what I used to have. The ex, we had an income property. We had a little person living, not a little person, just a person living in the little.
Wow, I didn't know Jade was like that. Go ahead, canceled. So
I said little person. That's the correct way to say it.
I said midget in my head.
in your
and
head,
said
and you
little
put it on me.
Weird. Sorry
I
about
guess we can cut
that.
that out altogether.
Absolutely not. Leave it.
But somebody lived there and paid our mortgage. It was great. But it took a long time to get it like up to date and all that. You have to like do all the permits and all this stuff.
Oh,
So
hell yeah.
So I did it all, and now I'm like, do I do it again? And I keep looking for houses and putting in offers, and then the offers are so much higher than mine. It's comedic. Like I just feel like I'm in a different.
Yeah.
I've been saving my whole existence, and I'm like,
Have
this is,
you?
Yeah, I'm good at saving. I still
spend
got Manhattan
everything.
Love Story money. That's a sitcom I was in 2015.
I know exactly what it is. And really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I don't touch it. I don't touch my savings. The money that I have in my checking account is like to pay bills and to like eat and stuff. If that runs out, I'm hustling to make it full again.
Yeah.
Like I don't
so
touch
you just put everything. But let me ask you this: it's not in a savings account. It's making money.
No, I don't have a lot of stuff invested. Actually, it's just losing money at this point because of inflation. You know why? Because as soon as I got ready to do it,
if you could do
I have
a
some.
little bit.
I have some in like my SEP IRAs or whatever. But I do get really scared because I lost a bunch of crypto money.
Hold on,
Eleanor, my boyfriend's in finance.
So your boyfriend's in finance and he made you get in crypto? Is this the same guy who sends you into the woods to get mushrooms?
No, he doesn't like the forging. I do the forging. I'm by myself doing the forging.
Means. Forging means
it
stealing.
means looking for. It does sound. It might mean stealing as well.
Yeah, like you forge somebody's signature to steal money or whatever.
I'm stealing mushrooms from nature.
So he's in finance?
So he's in finance, and now he's developing this whole, I don't even want to get into it. It's a whole thing, but he's in finance, and he wasn't the one that was like, get in crypto. Everybody was, and so I put a little bit in. Not enough to like gouge my eyes out.
Or is Sam Tripoli do your portfolio?
He might as well do it because it's so out of control how bad I am with that stuff.
Crypto? Like I love Tripoli.
Yeah.
I go crazy from him.
I love it.
He's
the first guy that ever took me on the road.
Sam?
Him and Angela Bowers and me. And thank you.
Oh, I love that.
Some weird bar in Long Beach.
Sam literally is the nicest guy in comedy.
So sweet.
Craziest.
Nobody knows.
But I've had him on a million times. He just guest hosted with me.
I know, but nobody knows if they follow him on social media. Like, who the fuck is
they think,
crazy person. Yeah.
But literally, probably one of the nicest guys
he's my uncle.
there is. And every time I see him, it's, why aren't you doing this, and this? And I'm like, oh, right. It's like running into your parent.
He's a dad. I know. He's so cute. He does care. He's just like a really sweet. It's so funny because it's all these people that we know from here. Like, I don't think I've seen Sam outside of the Comedy Store, like, ever. You know what I mean?
Really?
Like, I don't see you out. Have I ever seen you?
Well, that's intentional. But it's, no, I'm kidding. Of course. We used to hang out. I mean, not hang, but like do little projects, things. Weren't you part of that? Yeah.
Of what?
I don't know. Lexi used to do some weird
We've done stuff. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I haven't thought about Lexi in forever.
I did,
Where is she?
She's producing. She's the
I miss her. I want to say hi to her.
Queen. Hit her up. She's producing. She's kicking ass.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love that. We should show the house. Oh, my God. We should link the thing.
Do all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
We should link that. It's so funny in the beginning when you're like, the fly keeps going in your mouth. Oh, it's so good.
Housemates was such a good idea.
I thought that was the best idea.
And every time I post it, like, you put like, people go, what is this show? Where can I see more of it? And I'm like, it didn't get picked up.
So many funny people. And everybody's doing well, if you think about it.
Except for me, working. But yes, you and Benji and Sandy Danto. And
Sandy before he had kids.
Oh my God. Who else was in it? I can't think.
That Tammy girl that's like really strong. She's doing a lot of comedy now.
She's she was wrestling, wasn't she?
Yeah, there was like a wrestler chick in it.
But she wasn't, Tammy's not the Tammy that.
No, different Tammy.
Okay.
Wait, who are you thinking
Okay,
of?
maybe her name's not Tammy. But you know that white trash? She's really funny. She's like she does a white trash. I'm not even going to say character because I think it's just who she is.
Was she on Tom's show the other day? Yeah, different girl.
She's brilliant.
I think that her name is Tammy.
Is she? Yeah. And then
she's funny, very funny. I follow her on Insta too.
She made out with Kid Rock at this thing and it made me laugh so hard. Because much like Sam Tripoli, one of the nicest people I ever met is Kid Rock.
Hilarious. I want to make out with Kid Rock.
Oh, it was so fun. It got such a big laugh because it was just so funny. Like,
how did it start?
It was at some big event. I think it was a fights.
And she's like, come over here.
And they were just, I guess it came in, like as the camera zoomed in. I don't know what happened before or after or whatever, but it just zoomed in and you just see her going, all right. And then she just makes out with a kid and the crowd went crazy.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious. But in my head, I'm like, she wasn't in Housemates. But
no, different girl.
Okay. Because she's not from LA. She's
I feel like I didn't really know of her until like a few years back. She just came into the scene. I mean, as far as we know, she's been obviously in the scene crushing it before, but
Right, but isn't that amazing? Like, because we're in such our own little world. Like, if
Once you crack Hollywood, we know about you.
Yes.
Once you crack it, we're like, we see you.
we got you. But it's like you work at the Comedy Store. We both worked here a long time, and then you get in, but your friends become that little group. So we're all just in this little group and just trying to survive. And we do like a coffee house here or there and try to get in other clubs. But somebody just said to me the other night, like, oh, do you know so-and-so? They're always at the Comedy Store. They do their bits there. And I go, I'm going to guess in the belly room, but what?
Bits?
Yeah, because I felt bad. Like, I was like, what does that mean?
I get I have a little bit of snobbery, obviously, because this is our house. But like, if people are like, oh yeah, they perform at the Comedy Store, I'm like, no, they don't.
Or I'm like, oh, who is it? Like, I kind of give them the benefit of the doubt. And then she says the person's name and I never heard it. And then I was like, oh, that's awesome.
But I'm kind of bad with there's a lot of new kids. A lot of good new kids.
I'm pretty good with them.
Because you're around. I got to show up on Mondays more. I was like, actually going to go and sit. I was going to sit and watch a little bit. I haven't done a Monday night in so long. I should. I have a new 5 I'm working on. It would be nice. Want to go up
first? I'll put you up first.
Yeah, I'll do it. I don't give a fuck.
That's right. That's how it works.
What's going to happen? My show's not going to come out on Hulu?
No, I'm just kidding. No, like, that's like when you're hosting.
Yeah.
I remember, like, Tommy was really good to me. And I know it sounds crazy, but
Tommy was good to me too. And I guess.
He let me host a lot. Did you host a lot?
That's how I got passed. And I would bring Ben Seward to play the guitar.
Oh, yeah.
And that's how I got like, because the silence.
Musical comedy or whatever.
The silence.
Musicals.
The silence was like, it would affect me. Like, remember how that fear, you can feel it in the air. Like you could cut the air. It's so thick with tension during those open mics. And
while they were on or while you were on?
While they were on. Okay. But like I was still pretty new and I wasn't passed yet. And so I was like, it was my chance always to get passed. Yeah. So the music just made me comfortable and it was like my weird pacifier. And then everybody did it. I always say, I'm like, I'm the one who started it. Willie brought him too. And I'm like, that's my guitar guy. You can't bring that.
Willie was doing music?
He was bringing the guitar player to play in between.
Willie would always say, I learned everything about hosting from you, about me. And I was like, really? And now you're telling me you brought a fucking guitar guy? I'm going to kill him. No, I'm just kidding.
He did.
I didn't know that. No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
it was such an honor to host, though.
Experiment so much while you were hosting. And literally, it's every 3 minutes with I'm doing the paid regular portion. That's why I'm saying, like, it's not as... like when you do the every 3 minutes, that's a hell of a tool.
It is.
You got to bring,
and you got to keep that energy up in there.
That dead crowd back from watching a homeless man who may or may not have shot his face off. Remember that?
By the way, is making more money than both of us.
He literally, remember the guy who shot? He had no face,
no nose. You mean no nose?
His face was like missing.
No, it was just this part.
And he never talked about
this part. I talked about him on my podcast. He stole my tips once, and I was like, "And you're an asshole."
He stole your tips outside?
No nose. That's what we used to call him. I mean, he had an official name. No face. That's what it was.
Yeah.
It was like sunken in.
And he would go on stage and be like, so today I was at Trader Joe's. And I'm like, no. The elephant, what's happening? You have to talk about this here. Yeah. What happened?
And by the way,
but we heard he tried to kill himself, blew all that off.
That's what I was going to ask. What? Because he had different stories for how it happened all the time.
Maybe, yeah.
You know, and then we go and we share the mic with that guy.
Oh, yeah. So we're like, next up.
No, I wouldn't kiss that guy. I wouldn't touch him, but yeah, that's now I bring my own mic. It's changed my life. I get sick like half of the time, half less.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? Way less.
She doesn't get as sick.
I don't get as sick.
Because you have your own mic.
Yeah. Because I used to get sick on the road with Bobby all the time because he would like put the mic in his mouth and shit. Disgusting.
Well, that's what happens when you don't write. You decide to eat the mic and think that's fine.
I did it for a long time. I was just talking about it on Slobs. I'm like, I just learned how to write last year.
What?
Yeah, like I think I did a lot of survival like Bob did because I can rely on performance and being like, or like loud or being a little dirty. And like, I know it's bad, but nobody ever took my hand and was like, come here, sweetheart. Write some structural drugs.
Okay.
So.
All right.
I took a comedy class.
You took a comedy class?
I did.
Where?
Online.
I wouldn't shit on that, FYI.
No, it was beautiful. It was like it changed my entire experience about I love comedy again because of it.
Okay.
I was real done with it. I did the special. I filmed it. I was like, I have nothing left in me. I don't know what else is funny. That's all the jokes I've ever written. And then I was like, that's not really what I want to talk about anymore. And then I was like, what do I want to talk? Like, it took me a long time to have that transition. And the class just kept me, what's the thing? It's like when somebody's like makes you do it.
Accountability.
Accountability. Gave me accountability every week where
You had to prove, like, they're giving you tasks or whatever, and then you have to.
and other people are like, here's the comic in the class who's already doing this for a living. Like, what's she bringing? So I had like that extra pressure.
I'm going to say that this is the only part I'll shit on because a lot of comedy classes, I'll notice them.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, this person works nowhere in comedy. Zero places ever.
Right.
Like when I first started doing stand-up, I started late.
Yeah.
I was in the belly room.
Before or after you started Salad?
After.
Wow.
I was doing stand-up and I was doing crowd work because it was easy for me to fucking talk shit to people and whatever, say horrible
You hadn't
things.
found it in your rhythm yet. Yeah.
So I was doing a lot of that. Dice saw me in the belly room.
Yeah.
And he was like, it's hilarious, and I was like, okay. But I didn't have real jokes.
Same. That's how I was for years.
So, I was just telling stories about my family, a little bit here and there, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then, so I had 3 months. I was going on the road with him. I had a month and I was only doing stand-up 3 months. So I was going on the road with him and what am I going to do? Do fucking crowd work to all these people, you know what I mean? And it's a dice crowd. So if I say one, I might get my hand bitten.
Right.
You know what I mean? These people are animals, so God love them.
We love them
They're
so
amazing.
much.
They come out, I come out, they're like, oh, is this a sacrifice? So, and I'm always like, yeah.
They have the fire.
Yeah. So I went to Adam Barnhart. I went to his class.
Yeah.
And I respect Adam.
Yeah.
And he helped me be accountable and really helped me break through very early, early on. And I was able to survive. I mean, I did get booed off the stage, but that's not Adam's
because they're
fault.
animals.
I did great in LA, in California. It wasn't LA. It's like an hour away. We did 2 shows in California.
Yeah.
Then we flew to New York, and I had already done. We were on VH1. We had a reality.
So this is a long time ago.
This is. I'm doing stand up 15 years, almost 16 years.
So basically me in a year.
Yeah.
And
15.
they booed you. That's when they happened.
So when we went to New York.
Yeah.
2 comics opened the show. We were at the Westbury Music Fair in the round.
So huge outside.
So behind me, the sides here.
Already music festival, by the way. It's already a death.
It's frightening.
Yeah.
And this, the stage moves.
No, I didn't. Why would I know the stage?
I don't know if
you know
you've
about
ever heard.
stages that no.
In the round, the stage will so it's crazy. So anyway, but you don't so I'm on stage. I don't know anything. I'm a mess. Dice was like, you should wear this like a sexy outfit, like high boots and stuff. And
stop. Did you?
And I did.
No,
'cause I'm an asshole. And so I had this cute little half top on. I've told the story a million times, so I feel bad to say it, but I'm telling Jade.
I haven't heard it.
Listen, sorry for a second, but I'll go fast. And so I was up there and. I'm doing I say I'm from Philly. And as soon as I say I'm from Philly, they're like, boo, fuck the Eagles.
Oh, I see. It's a sports thing. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, and then they're like, where's Dice? And they took an intermission.
Fucking your mom, bitch.
Yeah. They took an intermission and I went out. So I didn't realize it was going to be that chaotic. And so they were like, where's Dice? And I'm like, he's up my ass. You want to tickle his feet? Because I just got mad.
Yeah.
But and then I was like, oh, I got to do the bit. And I tried everything and they just kept booing. It got louder. It come from the sides, the back. And my little half bra slid down. Now I had like tumors on my belly. And my sister had driven up from Philly to see me.
Oh, that's the worst.
And I got eye contact with her. And I remember looking at her like, And she just threw her hands up, like, what do you want to do? You want to fight this whole fucking room? I'll start right in this section. And that's exactly how I thought, like, the headline would read, like, 2 South Philly girls tried to fight Long Island.
All of Long Island.
So I was like, it calmed me down, but at the same time, I was just like, wrap it up, figure it out. And I said the words, whatever. I don't even know what they were. And I got off, and Dice was like, fuck them. I'm not going out there. And I'm like, they came to see you.
Yeah.
Not me.
See, that's when I start singing.
Go out there.
That's when I'm like, everybody clap along. And I'm like, Broadway.
They would have set you on fire.
I know. I just go when they don't like it. I go further. No, I would have been horrified of that situation. Yeah, horrified.
And then the next night in Jersey, they booed again. But this time I had more family, and they were looking around like, the fuck Jersey? Who the fuck are you? You know, like, but it just, that's how hard it is.
I'm sorry. That's a horrible, those are horrible experiences. I was so scared that when
was right in the beginning. But what I'm saying
But that's not the beginning. 15 years in? You say, how long had you been doing stand-up when you did these shows?
3 months.
Oh, this is the 3 months.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I thought you said it was 15 years ago.
No, you said this was long ago.
I said yes, 15 years ago. Oh, holy shit.
No. I
3 months in.
New.
Oh, babe.
No, but that if I hadn't taken that comedy class with the somewhat of writing /
right,
I wouldn't have had anything, even though. Because he at least got me comfortable.
That's how I was. I had nothing.
I like, even like things were coming out. Like I remember my brother said to me, I was pissed they were booing because I wanted to hear the rest of that joke. And I was like, and I did finish it, but the booing was too loud. And then I learned how to build on it. So
what other job? People are like, boo accounting.
Wasn't that, who used to do that bit? Oh yeah.
Somebody has that bit? Yes. I have a similar bit. I hope it's not. I hope I didn't take it.
That you walk into work. Here's my problem. Yeah. Waiting tables here so long. I think I heard every joke.
Me too. I think I've heard every joke. I went to Brazil. I was like, I've heard every bit that you guys are doing here. Every single one. Like every bit. I know it.
Wow.
Like,
yeah, you were. That's what I'm saying. What are you talking about? You were doing stand up in Brazil. Remember that beautiful man you brought? He was very funny.
Rafa, he's at the Cellar now. He's passed there, performs there almost every night. He's crushing in New York. Yeah, and remember, I got him the visa, so whatever favor I need, he'll give it to me. Right?
What?
No, I'm kidding. He's amazing. He taught me a lot because he loves stand up too. So he helped me with a lot of the writing in Portuguese and stuff because the writing has to be so different. But like slowly I've been learning. But now I go, I want to write a joke about this. I have the tools that I never had before, plus the experience and also the sheer I don't give a fuck. Like this joke isn't going to make or break me.
Right.
But something I have not gotten, which is a muscle that I think every comic needs to develop, is the TV set. I have not gotten that done yet correctly. Or I just started, I just wrote it and I've been trying it. So if I go up, I'll try it tonight. But
can I ask why?
It's a weird thing that it's like a weird, like when you're a fucking Boy Scout and you have patches, like it feels like this weird patch that I feel like I need to have.
Okay.
It's like it is really for myself because I don't think at this point anybody will see me on late night and go like, those are brilliant, clean jokes. It's not my style.
Right.
But getting myself to the point where I'm comfortable saying these jokes that I still think are super good, even though they are not maybe raunchy or dirty. I just feel more comfortable in that space. I just find that stuff more funny and I just want people to loosen up in that way. So But so that's been a really hard journey for me. And then also, you get it, right? You get it's impossible to film it. There's always a comic talking in your camera.
You're not wrong.
There's a waiter. You're like, can you not stand in front? You see the camera, right? Like, it's impossible.
What
it's really
about,
hard.
Like, the clubs record?
I'm paying someone now. Oh, the club recorded the other day at Laugh Factory. It was like flat, like the video was like skipping.
All of a sudden, they don't know how to film.
Also, this is days and like me texting them nonstop, like, please, I need this set. Like, I didn't get it. And so now I'm paying someone, like a guy comes with me with a nice camera and just films it.
And he stands by it, like the camera.
He holds it. Yeah, he does like a body cam.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Because now, you got to get that content. Nightmare
is a big deal. And by the way, this guy filmed me at the Improv the other night. And great guy, great shot. Like it looks awesome.
Yeah.
But I hated myself. I thought I killed.
That's the other thing that happens. You got to always record it on your phone because you got to mix in the sound from stage to the tape. So when you're on stage,
he did sound mixing.
no, when you have your phone, you get that laughter that you're hearing. So you get better laughter on that. On his camera, it's from behind.
Oh no, I don't even care about the laughs. I'm listening. I was hearing the laughs.
You just didn't like the set.
No,
the end.
I'm like, how many times did I curse? Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's me. Oh my God. On this new show, I'm like, wow, they really left it in. Like, I'm like, pull out your dicks. Like, I say that like a lot. I'm like, wow, I didn't notice.
That's a fun activity.
That's an aggressive demand.
But saying fuck, like, oh, sorry. But you know what I mean.
I don't care about curse words at all. Who cares? They're just another word.
I do, because it was too many. And that.
I'm like, I can't picture it. I cut to you. You're just like, fuck.
That's how it felt. I literally want to cut it and be like, fuck.
You can cut it.
Fuck.
That's funny.
Like, yeah.
Content.
The fuck song.
The fuck song.
Look, John, don't look at me like that, man.
John can't listen to podcasts anymore. He's been having to listen to my voice for 2 hours. He wants to fucking shoot himself.
He's definitely cutting
in the face.
He's cutting in there like you.
We need a new no face.
Yeah, you want to make a no face? Well, what are we at? We at an hour?
Yeah, we're good.
All right,
burn it up.
Calm down, because I go on at 9:30.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
So, and then we'll see who called in, and we'll just tell them you want to. I probably shouldn't say this on air.
Oh, it's what?
Well, you're only doing 5 minutes. So usually on the Monday nights, they sign up and then they pull it out of the hat.
Oh, I remember. I haven't done that in a while, but
so most of us don't do it. Like, I don't come in on Mondays just because I'm lucky and I get spots here, other places, and so I'm like.
So I'm like purely taking somebody's soul spot.
But you're only doing 5 minutes.
I'm only going to do quick 5.
That's what I mean. Like, that's different. Like, so when, if somebody comes in and they're like, I'm doing an hour, like, so.
Like every time I bring my family here and Chris Rock shows up?
Well, they're in Australia, so don't worry. Speaking out, shout out to Chris Rock.
Chris Rock and Rick on the road. You guys check it out.
If you get Rick to be happy about a city he was in anywhere in the world, you really have done something.
Really? Yeah, he sounded more cheerful. I'm like, are you okay?
Oh, no. Hey,
Rick working positive? I'm like, what's going on? This is going to affect your stand-up. Be careful.
Only Sydney
is the one that got her?
Yeah. He was like, BS, this one, and then Sydney's the one he's.
Why? That's so specific. I love Sydney, but
he just said it was the best crowds. I mean, maybe
they are the incredible crowds.
Maybe they didn't go to Brisbane and Adelaide yet. I don't know exactly where he's at.
I love Sydney. I did the Comedy Store there. I did a little residency there for 30 days.
Yeah, I know he did the Comedy Store in London. I never did the Comedy Store in Australia.
I made no money, but it was way more expensive to be there than I made any money, but it was worth it. I fucked a lot of tradies.
Okay, so Jade and I are different, and I fuck koalas while I was there.
Come on, who wants to buy the show? Who wants to buy the show?
Guys, this would be a great show.
You have to adopt me for some reason.
We have to put that little link in that show because you were so funny.
You're so funny.
I remember.
I was like the slut.
But it was so. I just
the blow up doll
bottle.
Oh yeah. Benji played the gay guy who wasn't gay. It was so funny.
I am not gay. So
I'm not gay.
Like, it was so.
And writing poems. Probably a lot of it didn't age well.
Right. 100%.
We don't find out until Casey Balsham, she got married and everyone's doing like stand up at her wedding and I got too shy, but I was like, I'll do a song at karaoke. And then I did Missy Elliott's Work It. And as I'm doing it, I realized that half of the lyrics, it's like, and this Chinese guy, right? And then it's like, it just didn't age well is what the point is, okay?
Really?
And I didn't realize it until I would get to the parts.
And what did she say about Chinese guys? Because I can't think of any other thing except
I can't do it.
Work it. Why?
No, when she sings it, she goes, I can't do it. It's literally not appropriate anymore.
You're literally frozen by this.
I'm frozen.
But it's a song that's out there. You didn't do it.
I didn't do it. Missy did it, but anyway.
I didn't do it. Missy did it.
There's a video of me doing it and it cuts to this kid and he's like so bored looking at his phone. It's so funny.
Oh, that's so.
But I don't want to post it because like Casey's cousin or something. It's weird to post somebody else's kid.
Oh, it's a kid.
Yeah, he was a kid. He was like,
so they're like, this is boring. So it stinks. I don't get it.
And then I ran to do a picture at the photo booth because I wanted to be the first one there. And he was already there. Like, I was like, kid beat me to it.
You think we could compete with these little fuckers?
They have no shame. No shame. They're taking selfies like this selfies like it's not embarrassing. Like I do it kind of like shyly. Like
There was me and my brother Billy were driving to pick up food for my mom, right? So we're in South Philly. We're cutting through these little streets, right? And we make a right on Shunk Street.
Shunk Street?
I know. And this girl is like this, and then she pulls her top up, and my brother was like, "Oh my God!" And she had a bra on, but there's
like shameless.
No, is she 14 maybe? Yeah. And he goes, "What are you showing your tits?" And I'm like, "You can't talk to her,
Billy."
And he goes, "She's showing her tits." And I was like,
he's the guy that comments on those photos.
Yeah. No, he doesn't go online. He'd be in a lot of trouble. But he was like genuinely upset with her. Like, why are you doing that? Yeah. Like,
it's online forever. The stuff I post, I'm like, I've given up.
Oh, we couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe she did this. And this just like she was walking down the street.
I see people filming, talking to their camera. That is so embarrassing to me. Like when I have to do stuff and other people see it, I feel so embarrassed.
Yeah.
I don't know how people do it.
Hide it like a person, like we did. Like
hide
go
it.
in an abandoned bus and get felt up, or a U-Haul truck. Try to be creative.
Mm-hmm. Go into the woods, forage while you're getting harassed.
Forage in the forest with Jade, cutting mushrooms.
Forage in the forest with Jade is a great. Write that down.
Forage in the forest with Jade. Jade is coming out soon. I made a Jade because of the forage. Foraging in the. Is that how you say it? Foraging in the forest with Jade is coming soon to ABC.
Yeah. I wish. But I do have a show and it's on Hulu. Everybody watch it. It comes out tomorrow.
Okay.
August 16th.
And then what about the other one?
And then my special comes out August 28th on YouTube on Helium Comedy Studios. They're doing 12 different specials. They're dropping one every month. So mine comes out August 28th.
That's great.
Yeah.
Didn't Alonzo Bowden do one?
He did one.
Right
yeah. And then Ben Glebe just did one.
Excellent.
John Doerr.
John Doerr? Really?
Did John Doerr do one? He might have. Did he do one, John?
And maybe he was just there.
John, look it up real quick. Are you not producing this? He's just watching porn. Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
He's like this. I'm sorry, who'd you say? What? No. So who?
Yeah.
Channel.
But I'm proud of it. I'm really proud of it.
Very funny. Anyway.
It's called Jaded. It's all the jokes I've ever written. And
Jaded.
Jaded.
August 28th.
Yes.
And then check out the Hulu. Are you going on the road? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm going to go on the road, I think in the winter time. I took this year off kind of the road. I kind of burnt out last year. And now I got new bits, 3 new bits.
She's got 3 new bits.
So I just have to write 38 more minutes and I'm there.
I got this. You got it. You're going to kill it. So go check out Jade on the road. Check out Rick and Rock out there. We changed
Rick
the name
and Rock?
of the tour.
Daddies.
No, I don't know when Rick will be back, but soon, hopefully. And then we'll get one out as soon as he gets back because it is Australia. He's going to be jet lagged for a minute. But
for a few days.
I will be at Soul Joel's in Stone Harbor, New Jersey, August 21st. The Stone Harbor Theater, and then I'm going to Vancouver, House of Comedy.
Oh, good one.
House of Comedy, August 25th through the 28th.
And where can they find all of your dates?
Well, they would be able to find them on my website had I fixed it. But I did not.
What a perfect plug.
But I am hiring somebody.
Get Ari Manis on that shit.
Ari couldn't fix it either.
I'm kidding. He never gets back to me. Ari, honestly, if you see this, please call me
Ari,
back.
you frat. No, he really couldn't fix it. He tried.
Really?
He tried to help me. And then we had her start all over. So this guy might just help me.
But you can find her on social media and you can find her through the Comedy Store.
And then I'll be there. If I'm in town, I'm at the Comedy Store. Come to the Comedy Store, see a show, like, subscribe, do all this shit. Check out all our other podcasts too. Jade was on Slobs earlier. And I'm not calling them slobs because I'm a slob myself. So I get it.
These ladies are all slobs.
But yeah, they're killing it. Justin Martindale. Like, I forget who else we got. But the wrestling, Earl Skakel. Like, check them out. Have fun.
Skidmore.
Chelsea Skidmore, we got the very funny Chelsea Skidmore. So yeah, check them out. Comedy Store is putting out some fun stuff. So get on board, fuckers. Love you.
Bye.